Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me here on my channel, September18. Before I share with you this really lovely set, I want to welcome my new subscribers here to my channel. And if you are new or have just popped over to see this video, you could also click the subscribe button. There is also a notification bell down below the video. You could also click on that, and that way you'll get notified of any of my new videos that I upload, or my new project shares or tutorials, so you don't miss out. And I also want to thank all of those that have been leaving me lovely comments below my videos. I really appreciate it so much. And reading all of those lovely comments just inspires me to continue to share what I love and share with you all my projects and tutorials as well. So again, thank you everybody. And I want to now get back to this really lovely set that I've made. And all you need is one piece of 12 by 12 paper to create this really lovely little project. I just think it's so sweet. I was happy with the way it turned out. It took me a little while to get the right measurements, a couple of papers that I had to waste, but I'm quite happy now with how it turned out. And I'm going to show you how you can make this as well. But I'll show you the inside of this project, and what I've called it a little mini pocket album with an expandable pocket set. And so this here is the expandable pocket that holds the mini album. You can see here there is a gusset on each side of the pocket to give it more room in case your mini album gets quite bulky with your photos. And there is also room in the pocket to add more photos, just to store the photos in. So this is the mini album, and this here is the expandable pocket that I've made, and you can see it's got a lot of room in there, and it's really lovely and really pretty. And the papers that I used to create this project, which you may recognize already, it's the Make Your Home's Garden Party paper collection. It's their 12 by 12 papers that are double-sided. So these were the papers that I use for this project that I'm going to show you. And it's just lovely printed papers. So yeah, that was by Make Your Home's Garden Party collection. So that was the pocket, and this here is the little mini album, and it's just so sweet. And it does hold a lot of little photos in here. You just cut the photos to fit inside the pages. I've decorated again with some lovely little dangles using some acrylic beads and some string to dangle in front of or on the side of the album. And I'll put the link to my tutorial if you want to see how you can make these as well, so you can add these to your projects. I added a little chiffon flower to the top there, which I just tied into that little hole that I punched on the hinge. And then on the cover, I created a little side tuck pocket on the cover, so you can add another spot for some more photos. So I made a little mini file card, just cutting a piece of the paper and then making a little tab on the side, so you've got two spots to add your photo, front and back. And then you can document your photo by writing on the tab there if you like. And you can cut a few of these, and then you can just slide them in your little front side pocket like that. I did some embellishing to the front as well, added some sequins, and these are the words that I fussy cut from that collection, as well as the little pink flower. I just fussy cut it off the 12 by 12 paper. I've got some tulle here to use as a closure, and made a couple of little tabs, little file tabs for the tulle. And then on the inside you have a page here where you can add your photo here. I also made a little front tuck pocket for some smaller photo mats that you could also place in here to add your photo onto that. There is a top pocket up here, and again I cut some of the same papers and just cut them to size to fit in the pocket. And you can stack a few of these, add a brad, and then you can just turn these around so you can see all the photos. You can add your photos front and back like that, or you can document one side. So that is the two pockets. That's the tuck pocket, and this is the top loading pocket. And then on the next page you have another blank spot here for another photo. I cut this side into an angle to create another pocket. That way you could also see the other side of the double-sided paper as well. That's why I cut that. I just use a border decorative border scissors, one of those decorative pattern scissors that you can cut. Then I just used some vellum to create a little flip page for another spot for a photo. On the back is a pocket for a tag. Again, you can add a photo to the front and back, or document one side and add a photo to the other. And that just fits in there, and that's the back. So it's just another way to use some vellum. And again, there's more room in this pocket here. If you want to add more photos, you can store your photos in this pocket. And then there's another double page, blank page for more photos. And then another double blank page for more photos. So this is just a cute little mini album, and then you can store some more photos in this expandable pocket as well. So it's just another cute, lovely gift set to give to somebody, or you can use this for a Happy Mail and gift a little album for Happy Mail. Great for any occasion. You can make it for Christmas as well. But let's go ahead and let's make this lovely little set. So you'll need a 12 by 12 paper, double-sided. You can use single-sided, but preferably with no directional print going any direction. That's probably a better choice of paper. So with your 12 by 12 paper, you're going to slide it in your trimmer, and we are going to line it on the 8-inch side. Line it up, and then we're going to cut that at 8 inches. So you'll have two pieces of paper. Now you have this piece at 4 inches by 12 inches. We'll put that to the side, and we're going to work with the paper that we cut. And then you want to grab your scoreboard. I'm just going to make some simple scoring. I'm just going to lay it down, doesn't matter at the moment. So we're going to line it on the 8-inch side, and we are going to score at 4 inches. So it's pretty much half of the 8 inches. And we'll turn it around to the 12-inch side, and we're going to score it every 3 inches. So we'll start at 3 inches, 6, and 9 inches. All right, and that is all the scoring. So what we're going to do now, you're going to decide, if you've got double-sided paper, which side you want showing as your cover, which will be this part here. So in my case, I'm going to have this print as my cover, so I'm going to have it facing down. And you will see, I'm so sorry if you can't see the score line, but we are going to cut along that 4-inch score line. We're going to cut it right through till we get to that very last score line. So we're going to cut through these 3 panels. So I'm hoping you can see the score line, because I can't see it from here. But let's see how we go. Let me just fold that so I could see. So I'm going to cut through 3 panels. Okay, I've got it right to there. All right, so you have your paper now cut at 1, 2, and 3 all the way to that last score line. You're going to see these 2 panels here. We are going to cut those 2 pieces out. So we're going to cut along that second score line. So you have this piece now with the 2 pieces with that score line. We'll put that to the side as well. And then you're going to have your paper now looking like this with that last piece that we've cut. And we've left that alone. We are going to grab this left panel. We're going to create the mini album now. We're going to fold this towards you along that score line. And we're going to make sure you press that down really well. We're going to grab these 2 now, and we're going to fold that back. We're going to grab them all now. We're going to bring them all forward and fold that towards you. like that. So it's pretty much like an accordion fold. Now we've got these two panels. We're going to bring this panel, we're going to bring it back. And then we're going to have this one and we're going to fold that back. Just hoping that all of your papers will all line up nicely. Okay, so now that's all folded in place. So we should have this page like this. You should have the next page looking like that. You'll have that. Then you'll have the next piece like that. And that's your last page. So that will do that. So what we'll do now, we're going to open this up. And we're going to, firstly, we are just going to create a thumb notch if you wanted to have a thumb notch. This is for this page. So that's this page. Let me take this out so you can see. So you can do a thumb notch now if you wanted to do that. Let me grab. So let me create the thumb notch so you know where you want to do. Let me see. Let me just grab this one. So we're going to grab the second panel and just push that out. So now you have that. So we're going to just fold this forward. We're going to glue along this edge and along the bottom here. That will give us our top pocket. And then at the bottom here. Alright, so I'm going to bring this back now and bring that forward, and we're just going to seal that off. And you will now create a top pocket up here. And then there is this part here where I made a little tuck spot, which is for this part, if you wanted to do that. Alright, so now we've done the 2 pages. Now we're going to come over to this side. Now with this part here, we are going to now create this part. If you wanted to angle cut that, you can do that. You can leave it as is and just create another top pocket if you want, or you can create a side tuck pocket, and that means you're just going to seal up here and down here. But we're not going to seal that off at the moment. I'm just going to create a little angle pocket. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this forward. And you just fold it to however far down you want to create your pocket. So I'm just going to do that. And then I'm just going to trim this part off and remove that. You can again use your decorative scissors if you like, or your decorative edge die. So that is that part done. But we're not going to glue this down just yet, because we're going to now grab this piece where we've got the 2 pieces. We are going to cut. Let me find my. I might just use this scissors. I don't have my trimmer. So what we're going to do here, you're going to see that fold line. We are going to only trim off one. We're going to trim off about 1/4 of an inch in from that fold line. So about 1/4 of an inch is fine. So you see that we've got that, because that's going to create a little flap to create an extra page, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to angle cut these parts. We'll put this one to the side because we're going to use that later on. So what we're going to do, we are going to create this extra page here at the back. So to do that, this piece is going to slide inside this part here. You'll see what I mean. So then that's going to get glued in there. That gets glued together, and then you're going to see that that will create this page here. So in the meantime, you decide which side you want as your last page. So it's going to get, you want that facing that way, or if you want it facing that way. But I'll have it this way so we get 2 different patterns. So I'm going to go this way so you can see. You can see I'm going to glue along here. If you hear any panting noise, it's my little fur baby. He does pant quite a lot. He's always got shorter breathing. Okay, so we're going to just go to the back of the album so you can see. I'm going to slide this inside. And you can see it may not line up on the edge, but it doesn't matter. Just line that up with that fold line of the back of the album. So that will create the next page. So now we're going to go to that middle part, and you can see now that's where the flap is. We're going to glue along here, and then that will seal that off. And then I didn't glue this part. Let's just glue this down so you can see what I mean. I hope this part wasn't confusing. So I'm just going to glue all the way up there, and I'm going to bring this back up. And you can see now it'll seal off that pocket, and then it's given us that extra page there. So I hope that part wasn't confusing. Now I didn't seal off this little piece here. I left that gaped open, but you can glue that down if you want to glue that down. I just like it open like that. So that pretty much completes your album. That was really easy. So let me show you again. This is your front, but we still got to do the hinge. And, sorry, this is the top part. And then, oh, so sorry. And then you've got this part here for your pocket there. And then you've got your page. And then you have your last page. So that is your booklet done. And now we're just going to finish it off by creating a hinge with a front side pocket. And that is using that last little piece that we have here. And what I've done here, I did use my decorative scissors to cut along the side here, which is my Fiskars one, which is this one, but I'm not going to use that for this tutorial. I'm just going to grab this now. I'm just going to wrap it around just like that. And you want to just leave a little bit of an opening at the hinge part like I have here, and as well at the bottom. So that way your album is easy to open and close. So I'm just going to press that down gently. Take this back out, and then we are going to place glue along the back side first. Going to place that, and remember, not all the way where that fold line is. That's going to be the little opening for the hinge. And before you do this, if you wanted to add your hole for your dangles, punch your hole first on your bind. Let me just do that now so you can see what I mean for the glue sets. So I'm just going to punch a hole just so you can see. So you just punch a hole where that part you made the little curve. So that's ready for you then to add your dangle. So let me just glue that back down. Just making sure I've got the cover on the front. Okay. So make sure you've got your, where your front cover is, because you don't want it to be upside down. So there's your little hole there ready. Now to make the side pocket, all we're going to do is just glue along the top here and the bottom. And then just bring it over again, just making sure. So now you should have yourself a front side pocket there. That's your pocket there. Okay. So now once that's all set, what I do next, I just gently open the front and back of the album and just sort of gently mold it so that your album can open and close easily. So there we go. And you've got a nice opening there for your little dangles to hang off the end. So that is your album. Just trying to make it not so big. Okay. So now you've got your album. Now let's make the pocket, expandable pocket, to place your album in. You're going to grab this piece of paper and we are just going to make one cut. So we're going to line it on the 12-inch side and we are going to line it at 9.5 inches. 9.5 inches. And we are going to cut that out. You're going to have two pieces. Grab the scoreboard again. We're going to line it on the 9.5 inch side and we are going to score at 3 and 8. So 3 inches and 8 inches. We are going to grab this piece, we are going to fold this in half. And then we are going to cut this piece out, so we get two pieces. And then okay, so now what we're going to do, grab this piece and we are going to fold this up and then fold this one down. So you can see now it's shaped like this, which will then look like that as well. So now we're just going to create the little gusset to make it an expandable pocket. All we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half and then fold each side back onto that fold line. So I'm going to fold one side on that fold line and fold the other side onto that fold line. Actually, I might go the other way. So I might go this way because I want the print facing the same. And then we'll do the same to the other side. Fold that in half. And then fold the other side as well on that fold line. Okay, so now we have both of those. We're going to glue one side. And again, before you put your gusset onto the end, you can punch a hole here and punch a hole here first, so that way you create your little closure. So make sure you punch your holes first. But I won't do that. I might do this now. Actually, I won't worry about it. Just go ahead with this. Actually. So I'm just going to line this up along there. And then what we'll do next, we just trim off the excess pieces. We don't need those now. Okay. So that's going to go like that. So we'll now just put some glue to the other side. And then just line it all up, and then you'll create yourself an expandable pocket for your pocket mini album. So there we go. That is your expandable pocket once all your glue is set. So this should fit inside nicely. And then you have this part ready for you to add your closure. And you can decorate it. You can also add another envelope to the front here. You can do that if you wanted to add another little spot there. But that is how to make the expandable pocket with your mini pocket album as a little set with one piece of 12 by 12 paper. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and it wasn't confusing for you, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.